So here in XYZ Collaborative, we have been affected positively and negatively due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Just as it has affected everyone in the country, it came with a lot of challenges, especially in the built environment, where we found that so many of our people here in Lesotho, similar to how it was in the globe, it was negatively affected. People were losing their jobs, people were losing basically their livelihood. So it was a really difficult time, not just for us, but for quite a few number of people. Because of the pandemic situation and how fragile it was to everyone's livelihood, us as entrepreneurs, and with the entrepreneurial mindset that we had, we decided to venture into a more sustainable approach of design, in the sense that we can help everyone, the community and ourselves. So we came up after seeing an opportunity to make hand washing stations. We were in partnership with Rise, which was also helping with finding ways to combat this pandemic. We came up with a design for a handless hand washing station, where we can operate the hand washing station without using the predominance of what we use, which is our hands. This has helped us a lot because it has definitely made us think outside the box in terms of what we are used to, and also it has helped us help the community and the country of Lesotho at large, because now we have created something that can help everyone fight the pandemic together.
So the world has been hit by the COVID-19, which I think took some time before it reached Africa. And once it reached Africa, I think that's only when people started realizing how important it is for us to take safety precautions involving this COVID-19. So as Rise International, we had to find a way of how we could also try and help the citizens of Lesotho, not just the citizens of Lesotho, but to also try and raise awareness into aiding the people in taking safety measures, wearing of masks, making sure that people wash their hands regularly. So we decided to build hand wash stations, and one of the inspirations that we got from Rwanda. We saw what the people in Rwanda were starting to do with their hand wash stations, so we decided maybe this is a good initiative. That's a point where we could start. So as we all know that Rise International engages in a program that's called the Loco Fellowship, a collaborative from the past alumni people for 2019. They call themselves XYZ Collaborative, rose to the challenge of helping us do this hand wash stations.
So far, we have created 110 handless hand washing stations. It began with 10. Our first prototype, we created 10 stations. Then the second type of stations, we created 65. And then the third type of stations was 40. So all in all, those stations have been distributed to different departments and different places within the country, from the municipality of the local in the city, further down to the small towns and even the far villages where it's difficult to reach. Overall, the reception has been very, very positive because, as I had said, it is something that's helping fight this global pandemic that we're under. And it's something that people are appreciative of. So much so, the people that are in the far away places, hard to reach places, for them they were very, very dismantled about how they would fight this pandemic without the resources that they had, because there are places which are very hard to reach but still very needed in terms of resources. Their lack of resources was really felt like a big detrimental value in their livelihoods. So these stations have been very, very helpful, and we're just very thankful and very appreciative as a company, first of all, that we are able to help people the way we can with what we know.
I think it's also very important to note of the high youth unemployment in Lesotho. So one can just imagine how this has affected the youth that's already struggling. So what we've been doing with these hand wash stations and raising the awareness, it's also part of trying to implement the importance of helping the youth create their own jobs. So people that are job seekers should actually be job creators. So that's what we've been trying to do. So with the XYZ collaborative, it's actually a collaborative of people with different disciplines, from people from carpentry, from people that did electrical, from architects and stuff like that. So this is very important for the youth of this country, Lesotho, because if you see the statistics of how many people graduate every year and they come and clock up the already struggling system. So about 7,500 students come into the work environment and they find other people still struggling at the moment. So I think it's very important, or it's a good initiative that Rise International is trying to do in implementing that job seekers to be job creators. So the stations have proven to be something that's very helpful to the Lesotho community and Lesotho citizens in fighting the COVID. As we all know, looking at the statuses and the stats of the COVID virus from the social medias and stuff like that, that in Lesotho it hasn't risen that much, despite the predictions that were made. I think the stations have been helping a lot. I think what Rise International has been doing also from various engagements with different people, they've been trying to educate people about the safety of the importance, not the safety, rather, the importance of washing hands, the importance of taking precautions, the importance of having minimal people doing the gatherings, and also how to take responsibility from time to time.
What the COVID-19 pandemic has taught us as XYZ Collaborative, as entrepreneurs, is to be able to think outside the box, to be able to try and find solutions even during a very difficult time such as a global pandemic. It has definitely showed us that we can also have value by creating and adding value for other people, to other people. So as much as the pandemic has showed that there's a lot of things that can go wrong, there's still a lot of ways that we can turn that wrong into better, and eventually better.